Behind closed doors, beyond velvet ropes, and far away from paparazzi lenses, there exists a world of extravagance so rarefied, so exclusive, that most of us will never even glimpse it. The world of billionaire parties. These aren't ordinary gatherings. They're playgrounds of unimaginable wealth and power, where every detail, from the food to the guest list, is carefully curated to showcase influence, status, and spectacle. When billionaires party, they don't just celebrate. They redefine what celebration means. So what's it really like to step into this secretive world? Let's pull back the curtain. From guest lists to global power circles. The first thing that sets billionaire parties apart is the guest list. Unlike a celebrity party where half the fun is posting selfies on Instagram, billionaire parties thrive on secrecy and exclusivity. The invitations are hand-picked, usually extended weeks or even months in advance, and sometimes through whispered recommendations rather than formal RSVPs. Picture this: Jeff Bezos toasting champagne beside Hollywood's elite. Elon Musk debating Mars colonization with tech founders between performances. Or Richard Branson laughing with royalty and Formula One drivers on Necker Island. The power isn't just in who's hosting, it's in who's standing beside them. Old money billionaires bring aristocrats, politicians, and art collectors. Tech moguls invite innovators, coders turned multimillionaires, and digital entrepreneurs. Meanwhile, entertainment billionaires bring the flash: rappers, supermodels, and athletes. Each gathering is a different flavor of influence, but the energy remains the same. You're in a room where connections can shape industries overnight. Venues that outshine palaces. When billionaires choose venues, ordinary luxury isn't enough. They go for locations that feel like they were built for royalty, or reshape ordinary places into something out of a fantasy. Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich is famous for hosting legendary New Year's Eve parties aboard his $600 million super yacht, Eclipse. Picture fireworks launched from the deck, private concerts from global superstars, and guests ferried in via helicopters. Sean Diddy Combs turned his Hamptons white parties into cultural legend, where every guest wore white, yachts floated offshore, and celebrities mingled with billionaires as paparazzi waited helplessly outside the gates. Tech billionaires are different. Google's co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin are known for organizing Burning Man-inspired events in the Nevada desert, with giant art installations, themed camps, and luxury RV compounds where deals are whispered under neon skies. And in Dubai, entire desert resorts are transformed overnight into palaces of gold. Imported palm trees, man-made lakes, synchronized light shows. Nothing is off limits when the budget is infinite. A single party might cost $10 million just for the setting. That's before the entertainment even begins. Billion-dollar dining, food and drink. Step into a billionaire party, and the dining experience alone feels like a universe apart. Forget buffets and canapes. Here, Michelin-starred chefs are flown in from Paris, Tokyo, or New York, often cooking just for one night. Menus include dishes like Wagyu beef served with shaved white truffle, caviar flown in from the Caspian, sea or sushi cut by Nobu-trained chefs flown halfway across the world. Desserts? Imagine chocolate sculptures taller than the guests or gold-dusted cakes worth $50,000 apiece. Drinks are equally extravagant. Cristal and Dom Perignon champagne flow freely, sometimes poured into glass pyramids that stand taller than the guests. Billionaires with rarer tastes opt for vintage wines from private collections, some bottles costing upwards of $200,000 each. Whiskey lovers savor decades-old scotch, while tequila connoisseurs sip on ultra-rare reserves worth more than the average car. One famous billionaire New Year's Eve party in St. Bart's served champagne at nearly $2,000 a bottle, and by midnight over 1,000 bottles had been emptied. Do the math. That's over $2 million in champagne. Alone. Entertainment. When legends take the stage. Entertainment at these parties is on a scale most people only see at stadium concerts. Except here, the audience is 100 hand-picked guests. Beyoncé has performed for Billionaires. So has Rihanna. So has Elton John. The price? Anywhere from $3 to $5 million for a short set. For the ultra-rich, money is no obstacle, only exclusivity. Imagine sipping champagne in a candlelit garden while Andrea Bocelli serenades the crowd. Or watching fireworks over Monaco while Drake performs just 10 feet away. That's the level of luxury we're talking about. Some parties take it even further with Cirque du Soleil performers flying above dance floors, laser light shows sync to the music, or entire carnival sets rebuilt indoors. At one Russian billionaire's party, snow was manufactured inside, a tropical villa just to create the illusion of a winter wonderland. At this level, entertainment isn't booked, it's commissioned. Fashion, style, and statement power. Billionaire parties are also fashion shows in disguise. At Hampton's gatherings, guests might stroll in wearing Dior resort wear, linen, Tom Ford suits, or Chanel dresses. At Monaco galas, it's diamonds, haute couture gowns, and bespoke tuxedos crafted by Savile Row's finest. But it isn't just about clothes, it's about signaling status. Wearing unreleased collections from Gucci or Louis Vuitton, flaunting Patek Philippe watches worth millions, or donning jewelry designed exclusively for the wearer. In these circles, the fashion isn't available in stores. It's custom-made for the moment. To be remembered, you don't just dress up. You dress to compete in a silent contest of wealth and influence. The business behind the party. Here's the truth. Billionaire parties aren't just about fun. They're about business. Deals worth billions are whispered between champagne, toasts. Partnerships are forged between dances. Rivalries are settled, or ignited, under chandeliers. In Silicon Valley, a casual chat at a billionaire's after-party can spark the next unicorn startup. In Monaco, conversations at billionaire galas often pave the way for new investments in luxury real estate, yachts, or even football clubs. In Hollywood, these parties are where financiers quietly back blockbuster films. One billionaire once said, "The party is the boardroom. It just smells better." The psychology of billionaire parties. Beyond the lights, music, and luxury, there's a deeper reason billionaire parties exist. They're not just celebrations, they're symbols. For billionaires, hosting isn't about throwing a fun night. It's about power projection. A $20 million soiree sends a message. I can command resources, influence, and attention on a scale few can match. Every chandelier, every bottle of champagne, every superstar flown in is more than extravagance. It's status turned into spectacle. These gatherings are also a way to maintain influence. In elite circles, visibility is power. By bringing together Hollywood stars, tech founders, and global politicians under one roof, a host reminds the world, or at least the guest list, that they are a central figure in the web of global power. Psychologists even suggest that billionaire parties serve as modern rituals, echoing royal banquets or aristocratic galas of centuries past. They create bonds, reinforce hierarchies, and build loyalty. Guests leave not just entertained, but indebted, remembering who gave them access to a world most will never touch. For many billionaires, these events also feed legacy. It's not enough to have wealth. It must be displayed, experienced, and remembered. Long after the champagne has run dry, stories of these nights circulate in whispers, building myths around the host's name. In the end, these parties aren't just indulgence. They're strategy, carefully designed to secure influence, maintain status, and remind everyone present of one undeniable truth. Money can buy not just luxury, but power itself. Security, privacy, and secrecy. With wealth comes risk, and billionaire parties are guarded like fortresses. Security is ex-military, surveillance is cutting edge, and in some cases, entire no-fly zones are enforced. Guests often surrender phones at the entrance, signing NDAs to prevent leaks. That's why the public only ever gets crumbs. A blurry Instagram photo, a paparazzi drone shot, or whispers in tabloids. The truth inside is far more extravagant than anything we ever see. In fact, the secrecy is part of the allure. What happens at billionaire parties often stays there, locked away as legend among those lucky enough to attend. Billionaire cultures, old money versus new money. Not all billionaire parties are the same. Old money, think aristocrats and industrial dynasties, prefer galas dripping with tradition. Think Versailles-style ballrooms, orchestras, and menus inspired by royal banquets. New money, especially tech billionaires, prefer innovation. Parties with AI-driven art, robot bartenders, or venues designed to feel like stepping into the future. Entertainment moguls like Jay-Z or Oprah? They blend both worlds, traditional elegance with cutting-edge spectacle. The variety shows one thing. Billionaires may celebrate differently, but they all celebrate bigger. Excess without limits. At the heart of it all, billionaire parties are excess turned into art. A single night might cost $20 million. Fireworks bigger than a city's New Year's Eve show. Performances by global superstars for an audience of 50. Dining that rivals royal feasts. And sometimes, these parties don't even celebrate anything. They exist because billionaires can throw them. When you have more wealth than you could ever spend, sometimes the only reason needed is, why not? The blueprint of billionaire luxury. So what's it like to party with billionaires? It's stepping into a universe where luxury has no ceiling. Where food is art, fashion is power, and entertainment is history in the making. Where the guest list itself can change the course of industries. It's where money stops being money and becomes magic. Because when billionaires party, they don't just celebrate life. They rewrite it.